Polish Desk. It's Kendall here, and today I have swatches of the new painted polish collection. It's called What Is Mauve? The Final Saga. And so this is a collection of 7 crelly mauve shades. So we have some that lean pink and some that lean purple, and we have a little bit of everything going on here, from gold flakies to holos to different glitters, micro glitters. Amazing collection. I am so excited to be swatching these and talking with you about these polishes. If you don't know Painted Polish, it is an indie brand, and I especially love her crellies. I think Lexi is the crelly queen, and so plus I'm one of those, I can never get enough of mauve polishes. So I'm really excited to share these with you. If you're not subscribed to the Polish Desk already, please do that. Make sure you also hit the notification bell so that you always know when new content is coming here to the channel. I'm in the throes of doing the spring collections right now, and so I think that this collection in particular is a perfect addition to that lineup, even though I'm not thinking that it's actually it's not actually being advertised as like a spring collection necessarily, but I think there are polishes in this collection that you'll love all year. I know I certainly do. So you can also catch me on Instagram, and you can email me as well. I will make sure I put all that information down below, as well as information on where you can add these polishes to your collection. I'm actually wearing one in this video right now. I'm wearing Midnight Mauve, so this is just one of 7, and so without saying anything else about these, because I want to get into the swatches, let's go ahead and look at them, and then we will talk about the polishes. The first polish in this collection is called Magical Mauve. This is a purple-leaning mauve crelly holo with crushed gold flakies. So I want to go ahead and say this up front, because every polish in this collection is going to be this way. I swatched everything at 2 coats. All of these swatch perfectly at 2 coats. They are opaque in 2 coats. So I will do my best to say that now and not say it 20 times throughout the entire video. As you can see with the first coat in this one, you get great even coverage on the first coat. And on the second coat here, those flakies just build beautifully. The base deepens. There is a pink counterpart to this polish, or a pink leaning counterpart to this polish, that we will see later on in the video. The next polish is called Mermaid in Mauve. This features green and gold color shifting flakies, as well as purple and turquoise metallic flakies, and a purple leaning mauve crelly base. So the base on this one is a bit more sheer, but that is necessary because of all the different components in the polish. But again, we still get very even coverage on the first coat, because even sheer polishes can cover evenly. There's a difference there. So as we get into the second coat, you obviously build that base color. One thing that I was impressed with this polish right away is the amazing distribution of all of the glitters and other components. There was no manipulation necessary. From the first coat to the second coat, you get great even distribution, and you truly get what you see in the bottle, and in my opinion, even better than what you see in the bottle. Next up, we have On the Mauve. This features a champagne holographic micro glitter mix in a purple-leaning mauve crelly base. So if you are a fan of scattered holographic like I am, then I think you will really enjoy this polish. This one also has a pink leaning counterpart that we will look at shortly. I really love these because I love having a nice neutral shade like a mauve with a little something extra with that scattered holo. Also, because the scattered holographic, those particles are so fine, you're not going to have any issues removing this. I had no texture or anything like that before applying top coat. So just another absolutely beautiful polish from this collection, perfectly opaque in 2 coats. The next polish is called Mauve Meadows. This features green, gold, purple, and blue color shifting metallic flakies in a light purple leaning mauve crelly base. So this one is very similar to Mermaid in Mauve, the difference being that the base of this one is a bit lighter of a purple. I would almost say that it has a little bit more pink to it as well. Again, just like with the other one, you're getting a great distribution of these flakies and all of the other components in this polish. The base is just thin enough to allow for those components to not be lost, but it's also enough to where it's opaque in 2 coats and you don't have to go in for a third. So again, another winner from this collection, especially if you love crellies and you love being able to build the color and all of those components, but you don't want to do 3 coats, this collection is absolutely perfect for you. The next polish is called Mauvin Shakin, and this is a pink-leaning crelly mauve holo with crushed gold flakies. So this polish is the more pink-leaning counterpart to the first polish that we saw, and this actually, I knew when I opened the package and was looking at all of these bottles that this one would be my favorite, and it is absolutely my favorite. It is identical in formula and performance to the first polish that we looked at, so if you like the more pink or the more purple, you have those options. I think they're both beautiful. Frankly, I would probably wear this any time of year. I could really see myself wearing this in the fall a lot, and for me, the gold flakies just set it off. Absolutely beautiful polish. Next up is Must Be Mauve. This features a champagne holographic micro glitter mix in a pink-leaning mauve crelly base. This is the second of the 2 polishes in the collection that have that really fine scattered holographic. This is the one that leans more to the pink side of mauve. So again, you have the exact same formula as the one that leaned purple. So we have great even coverage on that first coat, perfectly opaque in 2 coats, and once again, you're not going to have any issue with any kind of texture because of the fine or the holographic being so fine. So again, if you like more pink leaning or purple leaning or both, either way, you have 2 wonderful options in this collection. And the last polish is called Midnight Mauve. This features bronze, copper, lime green, and midnight blue glitters in a pale mauve crelly base. So this polish is a great way to round out this collection. It actually ended up being my second favorite of the collection. I absolutely love it. Again, we have a bit of a sheer first coat here, but again, you're not losing all of those glitters in the base, and yet it's still perfectly opaque in 2 coats. I also love the fact that it's a bit more traditional as far as the base color. It's more of a traditional neutral, a traditional mauve. So if you're like me and you love that, I'm telling you, this is the perfect polish for you. Of the new painted polish collection, What Is Mauve, the Final Saga. So I don't think I really need to sit here and go on and on about painted polish formulas, but I will anyway. All of these formulas are amazing. Most of the time for me, my rule of thumb is to swatch crellies at 3 thin coats. However, I loved everything here in 2 coats. The formulas are incredible. One of the things that I really want to comment on with the formula, and I'm sure I did this through the swatching, is the fact that the bases in these polishes are super opaque, but at the same time, they don't cover up the glitters. Sometimes I find that with crellies, if that base is not just right, then you're going to get the opacity in the base, which is what you want, obviously, but the other components are going to get lost in that base. Either they're going to get covered up, and or your finished manicure might be very, not just so much textured, because you expect a little bit of texture with glitter, but very bumpy and just very unattractive, if you will. It's not going to give you that smooth finished manicure, even with top coat. So these don't do that, and I absolutely love that. The other thing that I love is the wonderful range of pink leaning shades and purple leaning shades. So for example, I know for me with mauve, I tend to like the mauves that are a little bit on the pinkier side, and I'm obsessed with gold flakes. So the great thing is that with these polishes, each one of the colors, so the more pink leaning mauve and purple leaning mauve, you have both of those with those gold flakes in there. So if you you know, like one or the other a little bit more, or you love both because they're both gorgeous, let's be real, then you have that option with both of the shades. So I really love that. The other thing that I really loved is Midnight Mauve, and I'm wearing it right now, and as you can see in the swatch, this is the one that is the most, I would say, like neutral or traditionally neutral of the bases, and yet you get a little something extra with all of those amazing fun little micro glitters. I don't know that I would have thought of this color combination, and so I love how this is a little bit more neutral, and yet you still get something a little bit extra in the polish. So I think that's great as well. Same thing with a lot of the other ones. Mermaid in Mauve, again, you get that really nice opaque base, and yet the not only are the flakies and stuff not covered up or in any way kind of hindered, but I thought with this one in particular that this one was a great example of the great distribution of the flakies and things. So even on the first coat, if you look at the swatch, you'll see that you get great distribution of those flakies. You're not having to do any manipulation at all, and so that's just amazing. That and the rounded brush that she uses in her polishes just makes for a perfect 2-coat manicure every time. So my favorites of this collection, I actually picked, did I pick 3? I think I only picked, okay, this is sad, you guys, sorry. Yeah, so I did pick 2 even, I mean, and this was a struggle. The struggle was real. So my first favorite was actually Mauvin Shakin, or yeah, Mauvin Shakin. Cute. I love the names. So this was one of my favorites. When I first looked at the collection, I knew this was going to be one of my favorites, and it was. So this was the one with the more pink leaning mauve base, and I absolutely love gold flakes. I love gold flakes. If you don't know that by now, I love them. And so anytime that's included in a polish like this, I can't think of many colors that I haven't liked gold flakes with. And then I also like the fact that you also still had a holo look to this. So there's a lot going on, but at the same time you get the very classic kind of chic look of the mauve. And then it just shines off the nails. My other favorite was actually a surprise favorite, and it's why I'm wearing it right now, because I swatched it and I'm like, I have to wear that right after, and that is Midnight Mauve. So not that I didn't think that I wouldn't like this one, because I mean they're all beautiful. I couldn't wait to try all of them, but this one, when it went on the nail, I just thought that it was so classic looking, so chic. That base is just so you know, it's such a traditional and classic and timeless and chic neutral, and then the glitters just really set it off. I love her crellies in general. I always feel like you have like marble on your nails or something when you wear them, and so this one to me was just a perfect blend of the more classic look, but with a little something extra. So if you're one of those people and you really get into that one, this one might be a favorite for you too. I also loved the color combinations. I love the fact that there is, and I'm assuming that's in part where it got its name, with the kind of like midnight or navy blue kind of like glitters in there. I thought that that was such an amazing addition. That's another color that I love to wear on my nails, and I don't know that I would have picked this glitter combination, but I'm glad she did because I love it. So absolutely beautiful. Also, I found this one to be the one with the sheerest base, and yet again, 2-coat coverage. I just went in with a really thin coat of glitter grabber, although I didn't have a super textured finish, and then I went in with top coat, both from Glisten and Glow. I'll link those below too, and it's just a beautiful manicure that I'm really looking forward to wearing this week. And I feel like too, this is one that you can wear with pretty much anything. So Okay, so that is the collection. I'm really looking forward to wearing these. Honestly, I would wear any of these year round. There are a few that I know I'm definitely going to be grabbing for in the fall, and so just a beautiful collection. These are available now from Painted Polish. I will link that below, and like I said, please stay tuned for my other spring collection swatch and reviews. Those are coming up very soon. I'm trying to do one a week. I'm trying to get that in. And so if there's anything else that you would like to see on the channel, make sure you guys send me your requests. I love all of your feedback. It means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Also, make sure you stay tuned for my Very Perry Polished series. We're in week 11 this week, and that's been a lot of fun too. So with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you back here in the next video.